we've been in this spot before. We, meaning myself and some of the guys I played with. There's the semi-famous relaxed statement. That was after 3 weeks, going into week 4. Where
Yup, we're back. You're an idiot. We got another one for y'all. This week, let me start with this one. This is the New York Jets. The New York Jets. Here's the thing, man. So we know the story. They go out and get Aaron Rodgers 2 years ago. He gets hurt. Now he's back. They done fired Robert Saleh. They got this new coach. They done brought in Devontae Adams, and they're still 2-5. It's interesting because, like I say, man, I'm not going to take up all of the time here. I'm going to let you guys talk, but I sent y'all that screenshot of how Aaron Rodgers was on Pat McAfee trying to take all this, like basically trying to take blame and own it. But see, what he was really doing was being so smart that he can diagnose the exact problem as to what's going on and how they're going to get out of it, because there's power in I guess determination. I don't know what. Listen, Aaron Rodgers. Let me say something. Shout out to my man Jalen Milroe. This is a family show. Naysayers ain't trying to hear that. All right.
Jalen Milroe often wears his own branded apparel reading LANK across the front. It's an acronym that stands for Let a Naysayer Know. Being told by his former offensive coordinator, Bill O'Brien.
That is not what I thought.
Is that not what you thought?
Boy, let a naysayer know.
Let a naysayer know.
Of course.
The professional's right in the middle of his lead. That's all right. I just keep going.
You almost lost me again.
We're not trying to hear that, bro. 2-5 is no good. Listen, we can only judge what's in front of us. There's only been 7 games. 2-5 is disgusting. They done did all of this stuff. They done did everything. They even kept Nathaniel Hackett, Charlie's favorite coach. Okay? They even kept him. But that being said, I'm going to get the floor to Charlie now, man.
How you going all in? Like, you're going all in and fire your coach 5 games into the season. How is that all in? Like, you can't think that you're putting out the best product when the guy who's your head coach right now is not head coach material currently. Like, most interim head coaches are not good enough to be head coaches 9 times out of 10. Ask Antonio Pierce. But the Jets, what gets me really about the Jets is that they understand the formula that Soggy Nachos has. Is find a quarterback and get that quarterback weapons. Okay? The problem is they have neither, okay? They don't have Aaron Rodgers is not an elite quarterback, and they don't have an elite number 1 receiver on that roster. It's not there. Devontae Adams isn't the man he used to be. He started the game off with a drop. And then Garrett Wilson, he's just too small. I just don't think he plays strong enough. He plays weak. He looks good. He's like a ballerina, all the fun stuff. And then he just can't catch the football. He can't survive contact. The Jets are the Jets. The Jets are always going to be the Jets. Sometimes, look, I'm telling you, Colin Cowherd said it best. Like, Baker Mayfield's good. He's not overcoming Cleveland good. And he wasn't. He's good enough to be good in Tampa Bay. And with the Jets, you can't overcome the Jets. Aaron Rodgers couldn't do it. Previous Aaron Rodgers couldn't do it because they did this before. They went and got the Packers quarterback. They tried to run this. It doesn't work. When they got Brett Favre, he had the same results. I think he tore his bicep. It's, to me, honestly, this is just the Jets being the Jets. It's just the newest, most fun iteration. Let's go get the old guy. Let's go get the has-been to do cool stuff like throw a little Hail Mary pass and get everybody all riled up and lose the game.
He's really incredible about that.
I don't know, man. To me personally, I think the Jets saying that they're going all in on these aging veterans while firing their head coach and making all these changes early in the season, it just looks like classic Jets to me. This is nothing to see here, folks.
So as much as, you guys know how near and dear this segment is to my heart. And while I do think that the Jets are idiots, not really for the reasons Charlie has said. I don't know what exactly you expect the Jets to do, but go all in. I mean, I don't think they did anything wrong acquiring Devontae, because one thing we have learned is that clearly Garrett Wilson is not that guy. Not to that level. It was cute when, he didn't have any quarterbacks and we could be like, oh, he's still got 1,000 yards. But when you actually like put it together and see, you see what it is. Also, when it comes to Aaron Rodgers, I don't know what exactly we were expecting from a 39-year-old who tore his Achilles last year.
40.
A 40-year-old, sorry. So I'm really not sure exactly who we thought we were getting there. So you have a guy that's less able to do things he was able to do during most of the course of his career at the very end of his career. Yeah, the Jets are idiots, but not necessarily for going all in, because all they can do in this situation after having done what they've done to acquire is to put that team in the best position. Now, where I disagree, where I understand your point about head coaches, it's not like they fired some stalwart. Robert Saleh is not anybody to write home about firing, nor is he what they really need when you're trying to contend on this type of a team, which is a really, really good offensive-minded head coach. The interim tag, whatever. What their goal should be this season is to try to go on a run, see if this team, which I think with Devontae, having it been the first game they played against a really good defense and a really good and well-coached team, is to try to go and make a run. They've had some bad luck. Their kicker stinks too, because they lost a couple games because of his trash.
They lost those games because they're the Jets.
So, yes, I know if you want to equate that to them being the Jets, fine. I don't care. But what I'm saying is that what they've done, there's nothing wrong with it. There's not much else they could have done in this position but try to put this team in a position to maybe make a run, get a wild card. You never know what's going to happen. Maybe sneak and try to go for the division. But that's all they can do. They could go on a run. Remember, they still have whatever shell of him, of the quarterback that told you, relax.
I'm so happy you just said that, because I was literally thinking the same thing, which is that I don't like overused terms, but he is literally a shell of himself. Like, that's what he like. It's really like a shell of Aaron Rodgers, because it's like I see glimpses of it, but he can never really do the full Aaron Rodgers thing.
Yeah.
So
the Jets gave in to the tyrant. Okay, listen, they're the cautionary tale. The Green Bay Packers showed you what happens when you stand up to that bully and you stand your ground.
Yeah, when he's 38. Yeah, they didn't stand up to him until he's 38.
Okay, but they did it at the right time, because he didn't like Matt LaFleur. He ain't like nothing about it. I want to be able to call my plays. I want to do. Matt LaFleur said, no, you're not. And what did he do? He led him to 2 MVP seasons, and they had a perfect succession plan because they stood up to the bully. What do the Jets have? An interim head coach in week 8. That's what you got there in your all-in season, and then you got the whole Green Bay Packers roster. You see that picture? The whole Packers roster. Yeah, he said,
like
just
3 years later is crazy.
We're vacationing. We're gonna live in the city for a while. That's what he said. Hey guys, you want to move to the city? That's what he did.
Having the Green Bay Packers roster 3 years later is crazy, by the way.
Like a big episode of Friends.
Shout out to the Jets, man. They let Rodgers come in there and do whatever he wanted to do. It is what it is, man. This has been Soggy Nachos podcast. Thanks for listening. Like, comment, share, subscribe, all that fun stuff. Tell somebody about us.